Good afternoon and welcome to my latest video. This is 20 of my recent eBay sales. So to excuse my slightly bedraggled appearance, I'm not having the best of days. But it's been several weeks since I did one of these sales roundups, so I thought it was time I came on and showed you if any of the junk that you've seen me picking up is actually sold. So I'm going to screen share, and hopefully, if I've set this thing up right, hopefully you will be able to see some of my recent sales. Okay. There we go. All right then. No, there we don't go. Why is that a blank screen? Is my computer? Ah, there we go. It's come. Okay, so first up then, this is one that I sold yesterday. This is the last one of my job lot of Kipling bags that I picked up from the charity shop mid-December. They all sold really quite quickly. I accepted an offer on this one of £15 plus postage, although the lady had a couple of other things as well. So she ended up with combined postage. I was pleased to see this last one go. And yeah, and that means they've all gone now. There's none left out of that bundle. So just a Kipling bag with a plastic hanging monkey. Next up will be this Disney Store Winnie the Pooh breakfast set. I got this from the Yeovil Showground car boot sale that we went to on Sunday. It's the first time we've ever been there. We thought we'd give it a go as our local one was really, really quiet. Not much pickings there, and we had no plans for the rest of the day. So we thought we'd have a little bit of a jaunt down to Yeovil and see what that was like. It was the first one of the year down there. Now, for me, it was an hour and a half's drive, and I would say that probably because of the route my son took, it would have been an hour if we'd been the way I should have gone. Anyway, I would say that it would definitely be worth a jaunt in the summer. It looks like it'll be a really big, massive boot sale in the summer, but it was quite small with it being their first one of the year. Even so, I picked up this set for £1.50. That's the breakfast bowl, the mug, and the egg cup, and it sold very, very quickly for £12.99. I probably could have sold it for a bit more if I'd realised. Probably was a little bit more profit in there if I'd tried harder. But I was quite pleased with that for a quick sale. My computer's responding very slowly, so please be patient. Also from the Yeovil car boot sale, this bundle of 21 Monsters High dolls. 21 dolls. I wasn't 100% sure they were all Monsters High, so I did mention this in the burble, just because some of them were smaller than others. But I took very clear pictures so that whoever was buying would be able to see that. And then there's 2 bags of accessories as well. This bag here, I'm 100% sure that this second bag here is not Monsters High, it's just extra stuff. So again, I mentioned that in the listing. I put there's a bag of extra stuff that I'm throwing in for nothing, but this was all Monsters High accessories in there. It's sold within 15 minutes of listing at £59.99. I paid £15 for the bundle, so it was a nice little profit, but it did make me think when it sold so quickly that I probably undersold it. I probably could have got a bit more. I sold a large bundle of 39 dolls with a lot of accessories for £150 last year, but they had all of their little notebooks and diaries and things with them, and these ones didn't, so I thought that would devalue them. Perhaps I underpriced, but I was quite pleased with a quick turnaround anyway. It's a quiet time of year, so a quick profit's nice. This sea salt Lumbar jumper was one of my challenge items with Caroline. I paid £7.99 for it, and I accepted an offer of £15. And I wouldn't normally have sold it so low, having paid so much, if it wasn't for the fact that my challenge with Caroline is drawing to a close, and I need to start turning that stock into cash. I don't want that stock hanging around at the end of the challenge when we have to deduct stock holding from profit made. So I accepted an offer of £15 on this one. These Ruby Shoe Zoe shoes came from the charity shop down the road the other day. They were, I think I paid £4, £3.99, I think, and they sold really quite quickly for £24.99 plus postage. Moulin Roti limited edition Les Pépettes Suzanne doll. This is one of 999 that were made. And she was in lovely condition. I sold her twice. The first time the buyer did not pay. Both times she's sold, she's gone to France. Well, obviously the first time she didn't go to France because they didn't pay. But both times the buyer has been in France. So I presume these are of more interest. Obviously they are French dolls. And yeah, so the second time she's paid and she's on her way to La Belle Foncée. I bought this top when I was with Caroline in Burnham-on-Sea last Wednesday. I bought it for myself. When I got it home, it looked like a sausage skin. It was dreadful. So that went on eBay, and I sold it for £13.99. I took it off for £13.99. I paid £5 for that. Still brand new with its tags. It was £29.50 new. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Laura Ashley Wallpaper. This was given to me by a friend. In fact, it was given to my son to put in the tip, and he brought it home and said, "Is this any good?" So we've split the profit on this one. I didn't get £69.99. I accepted an offer of £60. Sorry, I accepted an offer of £50 plus postage on this. So £50 for rolls of wallpaper that I got for nothing. Not grumbling about that, not in the slightest. Excuse me, I'll just have a little sip of my drink, see if that stops this frog. A white stuff, long, lightweight knit winter dress. This came from the charity shop and cost me £2.49. And has sold for $19.99 plus postage. I took an offer again. For some reason, it doesn't show you the offer screen on here, but quite a nice dress, and I figured it would sell quite quickly. I should have put this one into my challenge with Caroline and didn't, so that was a mistake. My grumpy mug that I got from the car boot sale, I paid £5 for this mug and a couple of other things. So this mug was in there, and sold the mug for $15.99, so pleased with that. Another thing that was in there, let me see if I can just find it, was this one. We'll bring this one up at the same time. This is the Tuplex Vintage Retro Metal Savings Money Tin, and this was in with my £5 bundle with a couple of other things, the mug and some other things, and that sold quite quickly for, I think I took an offer of $8.99 on that one. Yeah, close that one. We were back here. This is another of my challenge items with Caroline. I paid £4 for this from the charity shop. It was a Phase 8 tapework Bolero. The tape, if you look at this, that's what tapework looks like. If you find anything like that, you'll know it's tapework. And it was brand new with its tags, RIP of £80, and I sold that for $29.99 plus postage. Pleased with that one as well. Challenge sales are going quite well. This is another one. These Salvatore Ferragamo Audrey shoes cost me $5.99 from the charity shop, and they sold for $44.99 plus postage. Hardly surprising, since these shoes new would have been in excess of £350. I don't know who's paying that kind of money for shoes. Not me. Jacques Vert gold crochet sequin top, very popular with ladies going to weddings and so on and so forth. This sold for $16.99 plus postage. I paid possibly £2 for that one from the charity shop, $1.99 or something like that. Might even have been £1 on the pound rail. I've included this one, although as you can see it's a tiny, tiny sale. I've included it because it's finally gone. It came up in a live stream that I did a couple of weeks ago. Somebody said to me, "What item have you had the longest?" And I pulled this out of the drawer and I said, this flipping jacket. You can see how long I've had it. Look at the dreadful picture. This is how my pictures used to be. I used to do them on a folding screen, and there's all this mess in the background. I have improved my picture quality somewhat, I hope, but this has been hanging around for ages, and it became a kind of a running joke with me. I kept thinking I should redo the pictures, I should do this, and then I mentioned it in this live stream. Whether it's somebody who watched the live stream that's bought it or not, I don't know, but I had it listed on 99p auction, and it finally went for 104. So two people had a tiny little fight over that one. And the winner must have been exalted to get it for £1 and 4p, and I was exalted to send it out. This Phase 8 rose print dress sold again within a day of listing. This is a lovely dress. It's really, really stretchy material. I paid $1.99 for it from the charity shop, and it sold for $14.99 very, very quickly indeed. This jacket was given to me by the same lady who gave my son the wallpaper. So this is a CC Country Casuals faux fur jacket. It's been listed a while, but it sold for $34.99. You can tell it's been listed for a while because these are the pictures that I took before I moved up into lofts. This is my old picture backdrop. So yeah, sold for $30. I think I took an offer of $29.99 plus postage on this one. This Disney Aladdin mug cost me £1 from the car boot sale. It's a 3D figurehead mug. They're quite rare, and I took an offer of, I think, 15. It may have sold for full price. I'm not sure now. I'm not sure. Either way, certainly sold for more than £1. Speaking of mugs, these two came from the charity shop a couple of weeks ago. I paid 75p each for them. They weren't in new condition. I did mention this in the listing. They both have spoon marks inside. You can see where they've been scratched by people stirring their cups of tea and whatever, but they're made by Queens, which is quite a nice brand to look out for when you're looking for mugs. And of course they are Cath Kidston prints, which are always popular. Those sold for $12.99 for the pair plus postage. And my last item is this bag. Now, if you peer very closely at the tag, you will see what I saw when I bought it, which was that's the little mulberry symbol. It's not a genuine mulberry bag. I must admit, when I bought it in the charity shop, I knew it wouldn't be, but didn't stop me hoping it would be, if you see what I mean. Got it home, realised, of course, that it wasn't. And I listed it with no mention of brand whatsoever. I simply listed it as, because you're not allowed to sell fakes on eBay, or at least you're not allowed to sell fakes and pretend that they're genuine on eBay. So I listed it as large tan leather tote bag with removable envelope crutch bag, all of which is true. I mentioned no brand name whatsoever. I mentioned there's some stitching coming away. I had a message from a lady asking me the thickness of the leather, which I said to her, if she looks in the 4th picture, she'll be able to see how thick the leather is. She didn't say to me, is it genuine? I'm assuming that she knew it wasn't, that I wouldn't be selling it at that price. And she sent me an offer of £17, which I accepted. She's left me quite happy feedback for it. So she must have known that she was not buying a genuine bag. She must have been happy with that. And as I say, I didn't sell it as being genuine when it was not. So there we go. That's my last sale. I hit the stop sharing window. Hopefully we'll come back to me. Maybe not though, who knows? Anything could happen. So there we go. That is 20 of my recent sales. Are we back to me now? I think we're back to me now. That's 20 of my recent sales. If we're not back to me, you may still be looking at a sharing screen. I don't know. But yeah, 20 of my recent sales on eBay. These are all items that I bought from charity shops or car boots or even been given. It's surprising what people give you when they know that you sell on eBay. They quite happily give you stuff that they don't want anymore. And I'm sorry it's been so long since I did the last one. I'll try not to be so slack in future. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.